large plasma manifolds bi-directionally for optimum thermal transfer. How does a bot who can't tell his exhaust port from his servo joint understand all this?
It's called tech support, not tech excuses. No, I don't want to speak to your supervisor. I'm going straight to your CEO. That's right, Isaac Sumdac. And don't even think about putting me on hold. The only thing I hate more than machines is tech support for machines. Where's Sumdac? I need him now!
About what?
Halt. You're in violation of Criminal Code 30114. Lethal force has been authorized.
Think you got it bad? I gotta decipher Bulkhead's handwriting. And those claws of his aren't exactly designed for penbot ship. Not even a blip from Omega Supreme. Beyond me how they think they're gonna find him with a space bridge.
Well, maybe you can carve a few seconds out of your busy schedule to do something about these blasted Sumdac security drones.
Code 1099. Resisting arrest. 1045. Destruction of police property.
I am the police!
Auxiliary ballast compensator do not touch. Thanks for the tip there, Professor. Don't they know I've got better things to do than be a space bridge sitter? Well, look at that. Bulkhead's hunk of junk actually did find him.
Good for you. Now can you get me some help? Preferably human?
Okay, that's probably not good.
Freeze. You're under arrest.
No, please.
I'd be a happy man if I never saw another robot. Hey! Watch it, you big tub of grease! It's organic! All right, nothing to see here. Let's move along. Come on, it ain't like you never seen a human before, right? You've never seen a human before.
Ooh, step on it!
Hey!
No bot stepping on anyone!
Oh! He touched it!
I can't believe we're on Cybertron! Of all the places we transwarp, this is great! Omega must have transwarped back out, if he was even here at all.
So that means we go?
Should do a more thorough scan, just to be sure. But while we're here, we might as well enjoy it. Matter of fact, my favorite greasy valve is right over here. McAdam's old oil house. Huh? Closed by general security order? What's going on around here?
Citizens of Cybertron, Decepticons are in our midst. Neighbors, friends, even your own model can be a spy. Do your duty and report any suspicious activity.
What
to
is
the
this
guard
scrap?
immediately. For your protection, all potentially subversive gathering places remain closed. Curfew remains in effect. Remember, Decepticons will stop at nothing to destroy our way of life. Don't let this happen to you. As your Magnus, I will continue to defeat the Decepticon scourge and bring peace and security to Cybertron. I'm Sentinel Prime, and I approve of this message.
No good glory hogs got a lot of steel. It was Lockdown who caught those cons. What are you looking at?
It's organic.
What have they done to Cybertron?
The real question is, what are you doing on Cybertron? You are in a heap of trouble, Autobot! Bringing in organic past quarantine?
Hey, I think I know this guy.
Then you probably know how I feel about machines.
Silence, Organic! You have no rights here. And you should know space bridge travel is strictly forbidden. And you're out past curfew.
You can take your curfew and your fear-mongering propaganda and blow it out your exhaust port, Sentinel Prime, sir! And I don't see a space bridge around here, do you?
Ah, his point is true. Is no space bridge?
Well, if the transwarp energy we detected isn't coming from a space bridge, then where is it coming from?
Omega Supreme!
Omega Supreme? Wasn't that oversized bot decommissioned and melted down for spare parts?
That's the official story, yes. He must still be here somewhere, giving off residual transwarp energy. Combine that with this electrical storm and boom, you've got yourself a space bridge effect.
So you expect me to believe Omega Supreme is still online and just floating somewhere over Cybertron? Omega Supreme?
No wonder my scans didn't pick him up. Interference from the storm.
This can't be. I want this planet on full security alert now! You two are coming with me.
So let me guess, I ain't going home anytime soon, huh? Ah.
Cybertron, at last our ultimate goal is at our feet. And here we stand aboard its ultimate weapon.
Now, wouldn't it be nice if we could actually figure out how to use it?
The great and glorious Megatron will show the way! Thanks to his brilliance, we no longer transwarp at random. We can transform Omega Supreme to robot mode. And we have free access to and from the ship.
We still can't get the weapons online.
As luck would have it, we still have an agent on Cybertron in a unique position to assist us with what we need.
The activation codes for Omega Supreme may still be accessible, my liege. I only need to get to them.
Well, lucky you. Meantime, we get to float up here and get picked off by the Cybertronian defense cannons.
No Autobot would be foolish enough to fire on their greatest weapon.
I say we fire on Omega Supreme. If we strike now, we could end the Decepticon threat forever.
We could also end Cybertron. With as much transwarp energy as he's absorbed, blowing up Omega Supreme could take out the entire planet.
I brought you here to keep an optic on you, not for your opinion.
Ratchet is a great asset. His experience with Omega Supreme exceeds even mine.
You named me Acting Magnus to make the tough decisions. Do you want to go down in history as the bots that let Megatron get away? Don't we owe this to Ultra Magnus?
The Council will deliberate.
What's to deliberate? Omega Supreme is one of us, an Autobot, a friend. Arm one circuit on him and you'll answer to me.
Are you threatening me? That's treason, soldier! Arrest him!
This feels like a big one.
Sorry about that, kid.
Set up a perimeter around the Metroplex. No bot leaves this sector. Find them and bring them back. I don't care in how many pieces. You two, I want all Energon diverted to Fortress Maximus. The Council can deliberate all they want. We're preparing for battle.
You didn't need to get involved back there, Captain. But thanks.
That Sentinel clown looked like he could use a good kick in the can.
We're safe. These tunnels were sealed off after the Great Wars. No bot's been down here in ages.
Care to revise that last statement? Fresh tracks. Someone's been here. And from the looks of those oil cans, it's been home for a while.
This lab was shuttered over 1 million stellar cycles ago. If I can log in, I might be able to reach Omega. He'll listen to me.
I'm afraid I can't let you do that.
Shockwave.
You know this thing?
Not personally, but we're about to get real familiar. That's Ultra Magnus's hammer.
Considering his current condition, I don't think he'll mind.
You weren't planning on calling home.
Before long, this will be home. And thanks to your Omega Supreme, the Autobots will be nothing but a skid mark on the data files.
You may have Omega Supreme, but he would never attack Cybertron.
That's the beauty of activation codes. They wipe clean all that unpleasant morality.
If you think you're getting those codes out of me, you'll have to download them from my cold offline processor.
And have you corrupt them with a magnetic virus? No, thank you. I've studied your files, Ratchet. I'll be going to the source for those codes. The original source. I'll be sure to give Omega Supreme your regards before I reboot him.
Ratchet?
I'm getting too old for this.
Sentinel Prime, please explain why all but essential Energon has been diverted to Fortress Maximus.
Need we remind you the Council is still deliberating?
As acting Magnus, I must be ready to strike should Megatron make a move against us.
Very well. We'll inform you of our decision shortly.
Calculate a firing solution on Omega Supreme.
The Autobot fools are actually considering an attack.
Let us strike now, glorious leader! Take the Autobots offline!
That's the first smart thing he said all solar cycle. I say we abandon this giant target at once.
Do you think I would expose ourselves like this without a greater purpose?
Shockwave to Megatron. I now have the necessary security clearance to obtain the access codes.
And how did you manage that?
Let's just say I know a bot.
You got the wrong bot. I don't know nothing.
That ain't what I heard. Word is, you're the guy who can get things to folks who need them.
Yeah, you name it. I can get you anything.
An access card to the Cybertron Central Infirmary.
Oh, I can't get you that.
That what you told him?
I don't make deals with no Decepticons.
Yeah. See my partner here? He's an organic. You've heard about organics, haven't you?
Get that thing away from me!
Let's make this nice and easy, huh? You give us what we want.
And he won't give you this.
Okay, you win. I'll get you an access card. Just back off.
How do you know about this bot?
There's one in every town.
Access denied? You gotta be kidding me.
Looks like some bot sold you some bogus codes.
Relax. If he was going for the collar, he'd have done it by now. Been following us ever since the tunnels. I may not have built-in scanners, but I know how to spot a tail.
The elite guard needs to get it through their thick plating that destroying Omega Supreme is just plain wrong.
Reach into the choir, brother.
So what are we looking for here?
Let's just say everything you need to know is behind this door.
Right. Sure. Robot dame in a room. Explains everything.
RC, it's me, Ratchet.
Thank you, Ratchet. You just saved me the effort of searching for her myself.
We gotta get her out of here.
I ain't going nowhere till you tell me what's going on.
Fine. RC was an intel bot during the war. She was transporting the activation codes for Project Omega when her memory got wiped. Shockwave must think he can somehow get her back. Satisfied? New plan. Stay here.
Like I got a choice.
You're fighting rather bravely for nothing more than a shelved piece of empty hardware.
She's got a name. RC. And if you think you can bring her back, then maybe I can too.
How noble. Pity you'll never get the opportunity to find out. You're a tough old model, aren't you? Maybe it's time to retire. Well, if it isn't my old boss, Ultra Magnus. Perhaps I should finish what I started.
Drop the hammer and step away! Always knew you were an old, worn-out model. But a traitor?
Get your head out of your exhaust port! We got bigger circuits to fry!
That was Shockwave!
And he's got RC. If he can get those activation codes out of her...
Jetfire, Jetstorm, open fire! Take down Omega Supreme!
What? You'll blow us up with him!
This is why I hate machines. Certain machines more than others.
What you did was reckless and in complete disregard for the rule of Autobot law.
And I'd do it again if it means saving Cybertron from the enemy.
If it was up to me alone, you'd never get that chance. The real heroes today are Ratchet and this organic. You have our thanks.
For what? They got RC.
I can assure you, Ratchet, the damage done to our circuitry is completely irreversible.
Yeah, irreversible.
That's going back to Earth, right?
Only one way to find out.
Not so fast! Hand over the hammer. It belongs to the elite guard.
It belongs to Ultra Magnus. We'll give it to him when he wakes up.
It's cool, boss. I'll go.
I get mixed up in a war, nearly stepped on, blasted, buried, and possibly zapped into space, and now you just made me an accomplice to intergalactic grand theft!
Halt, you are under arrest.
Let's say we call it even.
Oh no, Sentinel's not getting this back without a fight.
Not my gig anymore. Sentinel just ain't playing my tune. And I got a vibe tells me I should be sitting in on this scene for a while. That is, if you bots are cool with it.
All we need, another robot.
At long last I serve you, my liege, under my true colors.
Rise, Shockwave, my most loyal servant.